I'm honestly so relieved. I didn't know if I was going to find something good to have for Thanksgiving this year. What's up, guys? It's Two Market Girls. It's Thanksgiving.
We know that more than half of you that watch our stuff are American, so this might be confusing for you. But we're Canadian, and our Thanksgiving is actually in October, not November.
AKA, we need something to eat really soon.
Exactly.
So, I mean, you guys could make this too right now because it's delicious.
It's a very fall recipe. It doesn't have to just be for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But yeah, we wanted to do like an entree, right?
Yes.
Something of like a main dish, but it's like kind of comprised of like a bunch of side dishes.
Yeah.
It's weird that way.
We put like all of our favorite parts, almost all of our favorite parts.
Pretty
about
much.
Thanksgiving
The only thing that's not
together.
in there that's my favorite is stuffing.
Yeah, we just need stuffing on the side.
Yeah.
Which you can watch our stuffing recipe.
Exactly. We
And
have a
then
stuffing
just
recipe
add it,
already.
And then you're good to go.
But yeah.
Yeah, what did we make?
We made essentially a loaded baked potato, but we did a loaded sweet potato. A loaded sweet potato with vegan chicken, but we're using it as turkey. Green beans and gravy. Delicious.
So good. It's like, I think of it as a deconstructed shepherd's pie.
She thinks of it as that.
Okay, let's show you how to make it now.
Yes. All right, to make our Thanksgiving stuffed sweet potatoes, your first step is to pierce your potatoes with a fork. You're basically just going to stab a fork into it all over around. It's just going to help redistribute the heat. We are going to wrap our sweet potatoes in tin foil and bake it in an oven preheated to 400 for about 30 to 40 minutes. All right, for our gravy, we're using dehydrated mushrooms and a pre-made vegetable stock paste. What you need to do is boil some water, add your dehydrated mushrooms to that water along with about a tablespoon of your vegetable stock paste. Dissolve the paste into the hot water and let the mushrooms rehydrate for about 10 minutes. We're using dehydrated mushrooms because that's all we have right now, but you can just use regular old mushrooms if you want to as well. If you're using regular mushrooms, you don't have to soak them. We're just soaking these ones because they need to be rehydrated with water. You're going to dice up about 2 cloves of garlic along with your mushrooms once they're either rehydrated or taken out from the refrigerator. So you're going to dice them up into small little cubes. Add about a tablespoon of butter to the pan along with your garlic and mushrooms and pan fry them for about 5 minutes. You want to add about a 1/4 cup of flour to your stock once the mushrooms and everything are removed and whisk that around until all the flour is dissolved within the stock. Then you're going to add your 2 cups of stock with the flour to the pan along with the mushrooms and the garlic, along with about a teaspoon of rosemary, a teaspoon of thyme, a tablespoon of sage, and about a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, along with a tablespoon of soy sauce. You want to stir your gravy on the heat until it gets to the thickness that you want. You can leave it chunky like this, or for your next step, if you don't want it chunkier and you want it a little smoother, you can get a hand blender and blend that until you get the consistency that you want, or you can just add that to a high-speed blender as well. Saute your green beans with a little bit of garlic and butter in a frying pan until they soften and get bright green. For our turkey substitute, we're actually using this Tofurky chicken. There isn't really a good vegan turkey substitute that isn't like a Tofurky or something like that, and that's basically just like a gluten roast type thing. So I wanted something a little more actually meaty looking. So we are just going to saute this with a little bit of sage, garlic, and onion powder until it's heated all the way through. And then you construct your sweet potato.
Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for.
I mean, we've been waiting for a really long time to eat this.
I'm sure you guys have too. How do we do this?
Well, you take an end. I'll take an end.
Oh, the end. What do I even have on my fork right now?
It smells so good.
Okay, I think I got everything.
Ready?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Oh
That's
my
Thanksgiving.
God.
That tastes like Thanksgiving.
That's really good.
Yeah.
We nailed it.
Oh yeah. I would eat this for Thanksgiving dinner, no problem. And I honestly think people would be jealous of you.
Mm-hmm.
Them eating their plain old turkey. Dry old turkey. This is so good.
I freaking love gravy.
Mm-hmm. This with some stuffing on the side, or just put stuffing on top of it.
Yeah, just
oh
add
my
stuff
God.
into this. I'm glad that it kind of feels like well balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Like you've got your savory, you've got getting your vegetables. So important.
So important.
And the gravy just makes it everything
You
so
get
intense.
sweet from the sweet potato. You get really, really savory from the gravy.
Mm-hmm.
You get salty from the chicken, turkey, and you get a nice little freshness from the green beans.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything at
No,
Thanksgiving.
not
right
at
now.
all. And I honestly think, I don't think this chicken tastes like turkey. I mean, I haven't had turkey in a long time. I didn't even have turkey when I ate meat, so. But I think with everything that's in it, too, it tastes more like meat.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so much else going on.
It doesn't really taste like turkey.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. But with the combination of all the things, it works. You don't feel like you're eating something weird.
I think the best part about this is that, it combines just basic things. The only thing you kind of have to go out of your way to get is the chicken if you want the chicken aspect
Yeah.
of it. But, you're making gravy anyways for Thanksgiving. Just make it vegan. It's so easy. And a mushroom gravy is so good.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time you're making a sweet potato mash or something like that for Thanksgiving too anyways, so just don't mash this one up. And green beans is classic. Everyone's making green beans.
Obviously.
So, it's not that hard to make this from, even if, it's not that hard to make this from what your family's already making.
Yeah.
Because, all you have to do is just bake a potato and then add whatever vegan stuff that you had at your Thanksgiving on top of it.
Yeah.
Delicious.
That's a really good point. You're not making a whole extra.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it for today's recipe.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We'll probably do another Thanksgiving-y episode in November for you Americans out there because it's only fair.
We care about you.
But, just keep this one, bookmark it
Yeah.
for next month.
It's really typical, but should we talk about what we're thankful for in the comments?
Yeah.
Morning.
What are you thankful for this year, Devin?
This recipe.
What else are you thankful for?
What else am I
That's
thankful
not
for?
this recipe or me.
I don't know. I'm
thankful for this food.
I'm thankful for this food.
And I guess family and all that typical stuff.
The food.
All right, so in the comments below, tell us what you're thankful for, what you'll be eating at your Thanksgiving, and don't forget, if you're making this, take a picture of it. We want to see it, and take a video of your family eating this so we know how amazing people like this.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we post new vegan recipes every Sunday, and we do whatever Wednesdays every other Wednesday. All right.
Bye. You're basically just going to stab a fork into it all over around. It's just going to help redistribute the heat. I stared at Devin the whole time I was saying that. Just the whole time I was saying pierce the potato, I was staring at you. I'm trying to think, what's a good thing? What do people like that we would say? I'm thankful for all 2,500 of you.
Aww.